The first time I became aware of Bikash was in the late 1960s actually. See this amazing exhibition, and it was the doll series of Bikash. There was something very Goya-esque about it. He could paint a haunted image. If you saw it once, you could never get over the recall of that painting. So in order to understand Bikash Bhattacharjee, rather than just be literal, he used that surrealism that he admired in Dali in his realism. He really did great work. Bikash's work was very disturbing and therefore alive. And I've lived with these paintings in my house, so you pass them and they don't become a part of the wall. It's like a scream. He did a satire on society because he was not part of that high society. Actually, he painted a lot of women. And it seems to me that this lady in white is actually a dignitary. She's probably come to a social gathering. She gets the importance that society gives to a politician, and she's probably giving a speech. But she has the same glow of all those women, and that makes the scene. So he was actually recording that. It looks almost like a posed photograph. I think you could make a separate portrait of each of the women. They want to be noticed. They want to be the most prominent person, which they may not be because they're in a crowd, and only that woman in white stands out. There is that quality in his work, you know, when they're kind of being seductive. That's what he enjoyed doing, you know, the dark side of society. When you remove the skin and hollow out the eyes, what you get? He gave it a third dimension or a sixth sense. The way he applied paint, the use of color, how you mix oil with it, and give it the layering and the depth. But what was exceptional about Bikash's work was that it had a veneer on top of the work. Every face, he's talking to it, and the face talks to you. If you knew him, he wore glasses, but he had very beady eyes. And you had a feeling that he could see more than we could see. He went through society, social dialogue, and even people who were trying to disrupt society. Bikash actually did realism, but to perfection.